Hi guys, today I will be sharing my version of vanilla cupcake. This is light and very fluffy, so hope you enjoy it. So I've got 1.5 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon salt, 1.5 tablespoon of sour cream. This is 3/4 cup of sugar. This is 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1.5 cups of cake flour, half a cup of butter, 2 eggs that we will separate, and then half a cup of milk. So to begin, combine the cake flour, salt, and baking powder. Give it a mix, and then we will set this aside. We're gonna sift this later. So I've softened my batter so it's easier to mix. Add the sugar. You can use an electric mixer to do this process, but I'm using my whisk. At this point, we're gonna add the vanilla. Now this step is what makes it different. I'm gonna separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. So I've got one clean bowl, which I'm gonna put the egg whites in, and then the egg yolks gonna go to the butter mixture. And then I just gonna mix the egg yolks to the butter mixture. Set aside the egg whites, we're gonna need it later. Now we can add the sour cream. After the sour cream, we're gonna add the milk. At this point, you're gonna notice that your butter will split, but that's okay. As soon as the flour comes in, it will come back to one smooth consistency because the milk is in large volume. See here, it splits. That's okay. Just mix it as best as you can. And now we're gonna sift in the flour, salt, baking powder mixture. See, at this point, we're gonna set this aside and we're gonna move on to the next step. So with the 2 egg whites, we're gonna beat it until it is frothy. So the egg whites here will be the meringue that we will add to the batter. It's not enough to make it a chiffon cake, but it's enough to lift the cake to make it lighter. So once the egg whites is frothy, we can gradually add the sugar a little at a time. And then we're gonna beat it until it forms stiff fix, just like this. And then we're gonna fold this to the batter into additions. So gently fold the egg whites or the meringue. And then we're gonna add the last batch of the meringue. and then start folding again. At this point, you will feel that your butter is much lighter. Now, make sure that your oven is preheated at 180 degrees Celsius. And prepare your pan as well. Line it with cupcake liner. Just like this. And now we're gonna scoop in the butter about 3/4 full. So I'm using an ice cream scoop to measure it equally between each cupcakes. And then we will bake this again in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 to 25 minutes, or until when you insert a toothpick in the middle and the toothpick comes out clean. Halfway through baking, rotate your cake pan so it evenly bakes. And if you find that your cupcake is browning a little bit quicker before it cooks, you can cover the top with foil or baking pan, just to make sure that the top doesn't brown too much. So this is what it looks like after baking. At first, when it just baked, the top is crunchy, but wait for a few hours, then it will be soft and nice. One thing I do, once a cupcake comes out of the oven, I take it straight away from the baking pan and put it in a cooling rack. So here, I've got my Swiss meringue buttercream. I will put the link below on how to make this. I'm just gonna put vanilla, about 1 to 1.5 teaspoon to flavor the Swiss meringue buttercream. Again, I'll put the links below. So now my cake has completely cooled down. I've got 2D piping tip in here, and then I will pipe swirls. If you find that you don't like the way you pipe, you can just easily take the icing out and then start again. And then just to finish off, I've got sprinkles in here that I'm putting on top of the icing. And this is the finished product. I hope you give this a try, and I'm guaranteed that you're gonna like this. And then just to show you what it looks like inside when you cut the cake open. It's very light and it's fluffy, and you can taste the vanilla flavor. By the way, you can use vanilla beans or vanilla pods. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye! Like the video if you can.